Hey guys, this is Jeremy Waxman with Esports Max here at the Smite World Championships, Day 3 in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here with Eonic from Cognitive Red. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. We're doing well.
So obviously just came off a big set against SK Gaming. So it went pretty well for you. You want to just take us to real quick how that went for you guys?
I think that we got a lot of confidence off of game one, and we were applying a lot of pressure throughout both games. So I'm very, very happy with the 2-0.
So how did God Select go for you guys? Obviously you had a real plan going into game one. Seems that you got pretty much what you wanted, and then in game two, they pretty much just said, okay, let's do that same thing again. How did you guys feel about that?
I think that if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So obviously we're very happy with the way our God Selection went, and Divios Hercules went amazing, and we managed to ban out Baka from them both games, so I'm really happy about that.
And it seemed like they were really counting heavily on that Bakasura pick, and I guess they weren't expecting, they were trying to throw you off in game two to fool you out of it, but it didn't work for them. So do you think that demoralized them a little bit?
I think that they had sort of I think they were relying on their plan, sort of, to have Bakasura against Hercules, and it was a bit strange that they didn't pick Bakasura before the third ban phase, because there's really nothing that they can play against it. So Bakasura banned out, and we're very happy with game two.
It definitely seemed like COG Red had a better strategy going into selecting gods, your pick bans. Obviously, I said they were counting on Baka, but didn't pick it up. Do you feel that's just a matter of you guys having more practice and paying more attention to it than they did?
I think that the one god that we really had trouble with was Alkwang, and obviously Surpassed very, very good, so we had to ban that out as well. And Alkwang was really the major problem in the best of one. We managed to, well, I wouldn't say that we were happy that we lost, but we managed to get the most out of the loss, and then we came back for the best of three, and we did what we plan to do.
Right. And that's very important to be able to learn from those losses and take that information away. So let me ask you, obviously, Divios kind of stole the spotlight there, on his Hercules play, but you were a big factor as well. The Athena pick, really set up a lot for it. How did you come to use that? Because it hadn't been as big a pick for you in the past.
Yeah, so in scrims, I got it from COG Prime, Jeff Hinla. In scrims, obviously Geb and Sylvanas have been our top two picks throughout the SPL, and he started picking Athena over Geb, which is quite strange. So towards the end of scrims, I started picking Athena, and it worked out really well. Athena applies a ton of pressure across the map, and does really well with her taunts when you're ahead. So really like the Athena pick.
So how much time had you actually had to practice Athena before today?
I think I only played her in 2 scrims towards the end. That's when we were trying her out. I really liked it, so I decided to go for it.
It seemed to work out. So, all right. So, don't want to dwell on the negative, but just real quick, I do want to talk about yesterday. You went against sister team COG Prime. Obviously, didn't go quite the way that you guys had hoped. Just real quick, take us through how those games went.
I think Prime was playing extremely well. MLC Stealth was hitting all of his stuff on Scylla, and I think our team was just a bit nervous to make plays and a bit hesitant, which obviously we've done quite well at Lens in the past, so it's not really like my team. And I think it was a very, very good day for COG Prime, and a bad day for us.
So obviously today was a better day. So let me ask you, what does the future hold for COG Red? Obviously, as we go into Season 2, other regions are going to have more time with the game. They might be able to catch up. We saw the Chinese teams, Latin American teams, just really not be on par with North America and Europe. Do you think that COG Prime, COG Red can still be some of the best teams in the world after other regions had more time?
I definitely do. I think that Smite isn't like other MOBAs in which it's like point to click, all that stuff. There's sort of an FPS aspect to it in which Koreans aren't dominant in, is the FPS games. So I think that with a combination of both, I think it'll make for some really interesting games, and I think it'll be close across all regions.
So what are your team's plans for the off-season? I hope, at least a little bit of break, but what's preparation like, especially with Season 2 when things are going to be changing?
We're definitely going to try and practice on the new map as much as we can, scrim with our sister team as much as we can, and hopefully come out strong for Season 2.
So now let's look forward to a little bit later today. We're going to have your sister team Cognitive Prime up against Titan. How do you think those games are going to go? And give us a little insight, to more of the details inside of that.
I'm hoping for a 3-0 for COG Prime, and after seeing their game against Titan, I think that it's going to be a 3-0 for COG Prime. I'm very, very confident in their abilities, and they can all play extremely well. So I think COG Prime has a 3-0. I think that Titan's very inconsistent, and they obviously struggled against OMG a lot more than any of the other Western teams did. So, and then they have their highs when they beat SK, but I think that even when Titan is playing their best, COG Prime will still take the victory quite convincingly.
All right, so we'll see how that goes. So, again, congratulations to you guys. You played awesome, all weekend, third place. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of. So you guys did great. So before I let you go, anything you want to say? Any shout-outs?
Shout out to my mom and sister for coming and supporting me. All my friends that are here, my teammates, my manager, Matty Pocket, and my COG owner, David Fry. And they all support all of us, whether we win or lose. So really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for the interview, man. Again, we've been here all weekend. You can check out all our content on esportsmax.com. Follow us on Twitter at esportsmax. You can also follow me. It's at _IamJustice_. So again, keep an eye out for everything. We got a ton of content coming your way. Thanks for checking it out. We'll catch you soon.